Hi dears, today I am going to give you an outline about the topics we have already discussed. Okay, as we started before Maxwell, these are the equations that we have. That is the Gauss's law, del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon 0 and del dot B equal to 0, which represent there is no magnetic monopoles, and del cross E is equal to minus 2B by dot D, which represent the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 J. So, at that time, when the Maxwell tried to apply some more applications on these equations, there occurs some inconsistency in the Ampere circuital law. So, the Maxwell verified that and modified this equation by adding a term epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. That is the Maxwell's equations. Del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon 0, del dot B is equal to 0, and del cross E is equal to minus 2B by dou T, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. This is the additional term. So, these are the equations before Maxwell and these are the Maxwell equations. When we consider the Maxwell's equations in free space, the charge density and the current density will be equal to 0. That is rho equal to 0 and J equal to 0. So, these equations turn as del dot E is equal to 0 and del dot B equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus 2B by dou T, and del cross B is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. I will give you more information about Maxwell's equations. These are the Maxwell's equations which we have derived. From these equations, we can say the charge and the rate of change of magnetic field produces electric field, and the current and the rate of change of electric field produces magnetic field. But we already know the electric field and the magnetic field are produced due to the charges and currents. So, I am going to rewrite these equations like this. So, del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon 0, del dot B is equal to 0, and del cross E plus dou B by dou T equal to 0, del cross B minus mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T is equal to mu 0 J. Maxwell rearranged this equation in such a way as electric field and magnetic field at the left side of this equation and charges and current at the right side of this equation. Look at these equations. So, the charges and currents produces the electric field and magnetic field. In such a way, he given a concept that the charges produces the field, that is the Maxwell's equation. So, in simply, Maxwell explained that in his 4 equations, he given a complete explanation as the charges produces electric and magnetic fields. Related to this theory, Maxwell explained the force law also. F is equal to Q into E plus V cross B. In this theory, he explained how fields affect charges, already explained by this equation. And he noticed about the continuity equation also, that is del dot J is equal to minus dou rho by rho T, which represent the conservation of charge, can be derived by applying the divergence to this equation. Hope you all understand about the topic that I have explained. Next, I will explain the concept of magnetic charge. For that, first Maxwell considered the Maxwell's equation in free space in where rho is equal to 0 and J is equal to 0. That is given as these equations. There is a similarity between these two divergence equations. When you consider the similarity in curl equations, I am taking as E is replaced as B. That is E is replaced as B. Then in RHS, B can be replaced as minus mu 0 epsilon 0 E. That is written here. So, the Maxwell rewriting these equations as considering the presence of a magnetic charge and electric current. So, rho E and rho M are the electric and magnetic charge density, and Je and Jm represent the currents of electric and magnetic charges. He replaced these equations. Del dot E is equal to rho E by epsilon 0, and similarly del dot B is equal to mu0 rho M, and del cross E is equal to minus mu0 Jm minus dou B by dou T with the similarity of this equation. So, Maxwell rearranged these equations like this. So, we know the continuity equation in case of electric field, del dot J is equal to minus dou rho by dou T. Maxwell rewriting this equation also as del dot Jm is equal to minus dou rho M by dou T. In such a way, Maxwell's equation suggests the existence of a magnetic charge. But the magnetic charge is a hypothetical entity obtained from the symmetry of Maxwell's equations. But still, any of the scientists didn't found any magnetic charge like electric charge. That is, rho M is 0. In quantum theory of electrodynamics, condensation of electric charges explained using the concept of magnetic charge. That is the theory behind magnetic charge. And one more thing to share, that is there are some stationary sources to create or produce an electric field. But there is no stationary such sources to produce a magnetic field. So we can't relate E by T, that is electric field by magnetic field. Thank you.